things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start the game. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Spartans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. The corners are walked up tight. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Michigan State. Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Landry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
That's caught. It's Boyd. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He spent his whole career in the backfield. Now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Spins away from the defense. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of room to the right. Inside, touchdown, Sparty. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel from the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Tight end now in motion. Defense in press coverage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. And he's wrestled to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Boyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Nice move to keep running. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Grab near the marker. It's Boyd. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Got it behind the line. It's Karapateas. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Sends it back in motion. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, Dave. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Jackson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Punts it out of the air. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Dances away. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you go for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy, quarterback sneak.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. Strong, firm tackle.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Return's going to get it up and around midfield. He'll be the 49-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got it.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to pass, it's Herbstreit. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Michigan State. He got loose, and it was
execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Creates a little space. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Using the quick game. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Looking downfield, it's Herbstreit. Rushes on him. And that one is picked up in the end zone. The 50, the 40, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And talk about a turn of events. 4th and goal, the defense is able to step up. They're not just going to swat this thing away, force the incompletion and get the offense back on the field. No, they're picking it off, and they're taking it all the way back for a touchdown. If they win this game, you're going to point back to that play right there as the play that made the difference.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 8 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They go to the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback caught up and sacked at the 12. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go. He's playing at a high level.
Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. Oh, what a move.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here when you have a red zone weapon like this dude. Use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical 3rd down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much done on that front. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Herbstreit. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Makes the catch at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the...
There he goes! Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Buys a little extra time. That's reeled in. It's Boyd. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Herbstreit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way?
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Boyd. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you come up big, you force the third down. One more big stop. Now I can get them to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Grab near the sticks. It's Roberts. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a little space. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Herbstreit. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Witherspoon. And he's still running after the move. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 25 over Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On the ground, it's Witherspoon. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. At midfield, he's got room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to pass. It's Herbstreit. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Takes his shot. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air, it's Herbstreit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the fourth quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.